There is a new man at the saddle of the troubled People's Democratic Party as the embattled national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu, has been restrained by Benue State High Court in Markurdu from parading himself as national chairman of the party. At the National Working Committee of the PDP held an emergency meeting at the headquarters of the party where they appointed Deputy National Chairman North of the party, Ambassador Umar Iliya Damagun, as the national chairman of the party in acting capacity. The highest decision-making organ of the party acknowledged the order of the Benue State High Court dated March 27, 2023, with regard to the chairmanship of the party. They urged all leaders, critical stakeholders, teaming members and supporters of the party to remain calm and united at this critical time.
After a careful consideration of the court order, and in line with Section 45, subsection C of the Constitution of the PDP as amended in 2017, the end is resolved that the Deputy National Chairman North, His Excellency Ambassador Umar Iliya Damagun, assumes the national chairmanship of our party in acting capacity, with effect from today, Tuesday, 28 March 2023.
I will be here with you in an acting capacity pending the determination of what is to come soonest from the courts. I want to use this opportunity to enjoin you to give me all the cooperation as we've always had with you. I will have a meeting immediately after this session with the NWC. I think we have scheduled a meeting with the NWC to check on what is happening within the party.
While the governor of Rivers State, Wike, has expressed satisfaction over the ouster of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Iyorchia Ayu.
I'm not from Benue, but I have interest. That interest that Ayu must go. And I'm going to carry it in May 29 when I leave office. If somebody say you will sleep, will you allow him to sleep? Will you allow him to sleep? A man lost his unity. A man lost his ward. A man lost his local government. A man lost his state. He's coming to preside over we who won our unit, won our ward, won our local government, won our state. Your own ward will be suspending you. And you will go to television to say, only neck, only neck.
Right, that's the governor of Rivers State there, Governor Wike. All right, joining us in the studio is a lawyer and PDP member, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid. It's nice to have you join us here, Honorable.
It's my pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. It's been a while, and it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Right. We also have a member of the Media Committee, Lagos State PDP Campaign Council, Dr. Dayo Kayode. It's nice to have you, Dr. Kayode.
Mike, it's my pleasure
Good
being
morning.
with you this morning.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Nice being with you again after all the political...
You know. Well, it's fine. We're here. Okay, now let me start with you, Tunji. The build-up to the election saw lots and lots of issues in your party, which a lot of people saw or said that it was the internal issues of the PDP that cost your party the victory at the polls. And now that the elections are over, one would expect that, okay, everybody will come back now together to say, okay, let us sit down and conduct a post-mortem of what happened so that we can move forward. But there seem to be more crises in the political party. What do you say?
Well, it's unfortunate that the crisis that was before the election has continued to subsist. I was also expecting that after the election, everybody will settle down, examine analyze the outcome of the election, see what we can do to bring our people back, and so that will become a one party. But I'm not surprised in any way because I know though some of I without any regret or any apology, I am aware. I know that look, some of the people who created this internal crisis initially, they have a target. They know they have a plan. They know where we're going, and they're not done yet. So they want to continue from where they stopped.
What could be the plan? The point there is, if we are all members of one political party, and whatever we're doing is going to cost us victory. So what's going to be the objective at the end of the day?
No,
because the objective of a political party is to win power.
Yes, that's exactly my point before now. That look, if you are a political party, you want to win an election, and you are having issue, and they are saying, look, as a leader of the party, as a stakeholder of the party, please be patient. Let's finish the election and resolve our issue. We mean to say no. So and the point, if you notice, the point is not about the party this and that. It's only about Ayu. So me, I see it as that is score to settle between the president. The suspended chairman and the G5 in particular. I believe there is a private or personal.
No, but if you listen to the G5 or the integrity group, what they have always been saying is that there was an agreement that they had that if the presidential candidate of the party from the primary election, if the presidential candidate emerges from the north, that the chairman should automatically come to the south as a way of balancing, because the candidate and the chairman are the highest officers or leaders of the political party. That is what they have been saying all the while.
No, Chief Mike, and I've also been maintaining as well that there was no any agreement with the party. You can't be in a party and have an agreement with one individual and you expect to be binding on all the parties. No, the agreement, they didn't say the PDP promised that after that this will happen. They said they had an agreement with an individual. Individual is not the leader of the party. So if you have I'm surprised that people at that level are like I said, no matter what they say, I have my opinion. They have their own opinion. They may be governor. I can also be governor tomorrow. So you see, the point is that look, they have a mindset. I see a kind of anger against the chairman. They have something hidden that it's called to settle. That look, probably before the primary they had an arrangement which they feel they believe it didn't.
You think there's something more personal there?
That is it, because you will not hear them talk about any other person apart from Ayu. Ayu must go, and he's saying it again now. And what we are saying at that time that look, even if Ayu should leave, the person that will come in, because they are talking about they later came and say all the chairman cannot be from the north, the presidential candidate cannot be from the north, and they will say okay, even if the presidential candidate the Ayu should resign now, the president that will still take over is from the north.
It's from the north.
They don't care. They don't bother. So that is to tell you that it's only about it's not about the zoning the formula or whatever. It's about personal issue they have with Ayu. I believe that.
Well, what could that personal thing be?
Yeah, I don't want to be assuming here. I have it in my mind. I have my own.
Yeah, but if you are not,
I have my mindset. But when you don't have a particular, you can't hold it like this.
Okay, so you assume it's personal.
No, I before the primary, something went underground between them,
and
they believe probably somebody did not go along with the plan.
All right. So you assume it's personal.
When you even look at the costry or evaluation of the trajectory of the broglio that happened in PDP, you will be able to see that there is nothing other than personal issue there. And I will show you this. I will show you this. Let me show you quickly. Show you this.
All right.
Look at Secondus. Who brought in Secondus as the chairman of PDP? Wike did. All right? Who removed Secondus? Why did he remove Secondus? Because he knew that himself and Secondus are from the same state, and from the onset, he had been eyeing that position of presidency. And there's no way the party will allow him to take that ticket with Secondus being the chairman of the party. And what did he do? He connived with some other people to remove Secondus. He midwifed Ayu. He midwifed Ayu from the north. hoping that, yes, this thing will come to the South. Okay, no problem. Let it come to the South. The party agreed for presidency to come to the South. But the question now is this. We've got to define which part of the South will presidency come to. Will it be the South-South, or the Southeast, or the Southwest? But we are now saying, look, Obasanjo have been there for 8 years from the Southwest. Osinbajo, as the vice president, is now going to 8 years. GEJ, Goodluck Jonathan, was there for 6 years from the South-South. Why not Southeast? Let it go to the Southeast. But he knew that if this is now being zoned to the Southeast, then South-South, where he's from, is out of it.
Yeah, but
now listen. Now, I'm sorry, Mike, because listeners need to understand these issues properly. All right? Now, it was him that said, no, it has to be, okay, let us set up a zoning committee. Who was the person that brought all the people in the zoning committee too? And that was what led Peter Obi to leave PDP angrily. All right? Now, we now say, okay, let us leave it again for the whole, for everybody to contest. Hoping that he will get the support of Tambuwa. All right? But at the end of the day, what happened? You see, if you are not ordained a king, you can never be a king. And based on all his schemings, all the things he had done, he now saw it collapsing. Well, that is why he was so ferocious about all his activities leading to the election. All right? Even the presidential candidate called you. You are aware to all the series of meetings that he held both in Nigeria and abroad. What else do you want? What? But now, he has seen it. Wherever you go, there's nowhere you go. You have already shown your kind of a person. You have already shown the kind of person you are. You have already shown your true personality. So definitely, anywhere you go, they will look at you from that particular point of view to be able to know what powers you are being given. So based on this trajectory, you will see that he has just been fighting for his own. Okay, listen. Go to Rivers. The governor-elect in Rivers, Fubara. Which zone is he from? From Rivers. Which zone is he from? Which zone is the chairman of PDP from? In that same Rivers. Which zone is Wike from? From that same Rivers. Which zone is Rotimi Amechi from? From that same Rivers. So why is he not talking about that? He who wants equity must come with clean hands. These are issues. But it's unfortunate. A lot of people are not exposed to this trajectory. And even when it's being written, they're never ready to read.
Yeah, the issues that happened in the build-up to the primary elections, to be fair to Wike, he said, well, of course, I contested to be president, but all that is gone now from what he said. And we have accepted Atiku Abubakar as the presidential candidate of our political party from what he said. But the point there is that in going forward, this is how they think. Because he recalled that there was a meeting of southern governors in Asaba, which cuts across all political parties. And they said presidency in 2023 has to go to the south. Recall that meeting in Asaba.
But then
and they all met. No, hang on. They said it doesn't matter at the point where, as they get closer, it will be clearer. And that was what warranted. If you see all the political, presidential candidates that went to campaign in the south, Wike gave them whatever support that he would give to them. Obi was there. He welcomed Obi. He gave him logistic support. Tinubu was there. They also went to see. They supported him the way they want to support him as well. The PDP candidate was there. Initially, so all of those things are there. Talk to us from that window.
Mike, he's giving them support, those who have went there. Why did he not give a SDP candidate in the university for conventional candidate support? Or the level he gave those who are candidates from other party who came to his state? Why did you not allow them to do the same freedom to campaign the way they eat?
And you are what happened to their campaign?
You see, we can all.
Domestic issues or local issues are totally different.
You see, in politics,
yeah.
I'm aware that your personal interest matters as well. But you can't. If you come out to me and now say you are fighting for me, you can't deceive me. You can only deceive certain people. I will not be deceived. I will never agree that fight was about this, the presidency should go to South or whatever. It's about personal agenda.
Yeah, but you're saying personal. I've asked you here, what is that personal thing?
No, if I say something now, you see the same thing that will be asking me, do you have your evidence?
The point
I don't want you to ask me.
No, hang on.
I don't want to ask me.
The point there is, I'm sitting here on behalf of all the viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're using this opportunity to enlighten and shape the opinion of viewers, give them information what this thing is all about. That is why I'm asking the question, because if you are saying that it is something personal, then it should have been something that we can let the public know this is the issue. If it is different from what Governor Wike has always been saying, or the integrity group or the G5 have been saying.
No, you see, I'm also telling you that the viewer will also ask question, where is his evidence? And I've told you.
He contested for the
primaries.
All right.
And I've told you.
Hang on. Let me put both of you on hold a little bit. We'll come back for you to address this issue. You're watching TVC Breakfast. We'll be right back. We're discussing PDP issues. Stay with us. You're watching TVC Breakfast. Events from the last few days have shaped how people are talking about the People's Democratic Party right now. Some members of the political party after the elections were suspended. We saw the suspension of former Senate President Anyim Pius Anyim. We saw the suspension of former governor of Ekiti State, Iyorchia, and other party members. However, a few days after that time, we saw the ward leaders of Igoro Council Ward, where the national chairman comes from, in Boko, in Benue State, Iyorchia Ayu, suspending him for what they called anti-party activities. And following that, there was a court injunction or court ruling in Benue restraining the national chairman of the PDP from parading himself as the chairman of the party. And the party had to respond in obedience to the court by allowing the deputy national chairman North, Ambassador Iliya Damagun, to step in acting capacity. These are the issues we've been talking about. And I have with me Tunji Abdulhamid, Honorable Tunji Abdulhamid, as well as Dr. Dayo Kayode, who are members of the PDP, and we're dissecting issues within their political party. Before we went on the break, you were trying to make a point regarding what I asked earlier.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about the issue of a camouflage of there's a meeting, and then it was agreed that it would go to South or whatever. I was one of those people at that time when that meeting was held. I think I was here as well. Say, look, that meeting is a jamboree, because you can't. When the jungle mature, let me borrow the Festus Keyamo's essence adjective. When the jungle mature, that will not stand, because I asked a question that time. Look, are you saying if PDP decide to bring up another candidate, the Saulu from Lagos, who's an APC member, will not say yes, since PDP has followed our whatever, it's PDP we're going to vote for. Did it happen? No. The G5 and the Chief Olabode and some other people who did what they did it for their own. When you listen to some of these members of G5, you know it's personal. I listened to Chief Olabode Judge, and he was saying, what do I tell them at home? What is our own interest? What would it be our own?
But isn't political party, everything about party is interest? That is why it's the party in the first instance.
When you have not even killed anything. You have
Exactly.
not killed anything.
But the point there is there has to be.
You are going to hunt. You have not even killed anything, and you are talking about how to share it.
But if you don't have templates,
so what are we sharing now?
If you don't have templates to all of these things, wouldn't there be crisis at the end of the day?
The party at that time did not say we're not listening to you. Please hang on. Let's finish this hunting. Let's catch or kill 1 or 2, 3. What's it called? Bushmeat. Then we cannot talk about how to share it.
Are you not hearing APC are planning how to share National Assembly positions now?
You see, like I said, I still maintain it. They were not mature in their approach. With due respect, they were not mature.
Who wasn't mature?
The G5 and the group. They were not mature in their approach. You see, the similar situation is happening in APC now. They waited till after the election.
Yeah.
Some people are echoing
how would you describe maturity? Because the point there is these are people who have funded the party. These are people who have contributed to the party. I
want to disagree with you.
Okay.
Because I hate when people talk about somebody funding the party. Are they using their personal money?
No.
Do they have personal money to are they spending their personal money?
But the point there is
some of them were nothing when they came into the party. The party brought them to where they were. They were to be able to even fund the party we are talking about. What was their ranking when they came to the party? Some of them were just left law school. Some of them were just starting business. Some of them were doing something else. Some of them were driver. Now they were lucky. They through the party they were able to get positions. They make money through the state, and they are the same party, and they are not talking about. So if you sponsor the party or if you pay back, you are paying back.
Yeah, of course. But the point there is somebody can decide.
For me, it's not achievement.
But somebody can decide not to pay back.
That is wrong. That is his
own cup of tea.
He can not do that.
But the point there is, if we talk about this issue of interest, is there anything wrong in having interest in the party?
You see, there is nothing wrong as having interest in any political movement. But how you pursue it is what matters. It's just as you are now. The position you are in TVC isn't the position you entered with. But you have been following the rule of law that guides our staff within the organization. But if you are now saying your own interest is going to override the interest of TVC, then there's going to be collision. And when there is collision, something will happen. The bubble will burst along the line. So what I'm saying is, in politics, there's always a personal interest. But you should not allow that one to override the general interest of the party, which is to win an election. Party exists to win an election. And you should not use your own personal interest to affect that, which has happened.
Let's go back to instances where there are issues in the party, and then the leadership of the party sets up reconciliation committee. In fact, from 1999 or even before that, we've always been seeing issues of reconciliatory committee within political parties, not only PDP, even in all the other parties here and there. What happens to the issue of a strategy to reconcile people who have a different opinion or who have a different interest, that you know that if this interest clashes with ours, it could cost us something? What happens to that strategy of trying to reconcile everything so that at the end of the day, we can all get something?
Are you talking after the election or before?
Before the election.
So much was done. So many things were done to persuade them and to even plead with them.
Yeah, but they had.
Because you see, when you have a mind made up, there's nothing they will tell you that you will listen. And that's why I see in them. They have their mind made up. They have their game plan. In fact, what they are trying to do now is to see whether or not they can take over the party completely after the election.
Exactly.
That is their plan now. You know that suspension was considered. You heard the what's it called? The governor of Rivers State. He said he's happy that even though he's not from Rivers State, he's happy from Benue State. He's happy about it. That was orchestrated by the governor from the state.
From the ward.
Who are the ward? Which ward chairman will have the guts to say I want to suspend the chairman? If don't have the backing.
But according to the rule, the point there is that the umbilical cord, if I have to use that word, of any party member starts from the ward, isn't it?
I agree with you. But I don't want to go to that area. You know why? Because the matter is already in court. The umbilical cord in here. Yeah, I know it must have a root from the ward. But when you get to a certain level, there are some rules that will not apply to you. So by the constitution of the PDP did not give them that power. But the matter is in court.
No.
So let us go into that.
Sorry,
no, you cannot. When you become a governor, the national secretary committee, special advisor, ambassador, minister, your disciplinary action can only be taken against you from the National Executive Council Committee.
Even it's like this, Mike.
No, of course.
Listen to this, Mike.
Okay.
You see, the Constitution provides that even if you are going to do that to a national chairman, you have to first of all set up a disciplinary committee to look into it. You have to be given a fair hearing by your word. Your word must give you fair hearing. They will call upon you.
No, Dr. Kennedy, I'm even saying
sorry.
No, that does not even apply to them. That does not apply. Go and check section 57, subsection 7 of the Constitution. Go and check section 59, subsection 3 of the PDP Constitution 2017. Is there? Though I had a governor yesterday say that the certain section has been struck out and that we don't know. No, I don't know when that happened. I don't know who struck it out. I don't know which court. I don't know who applied to court for it to be set out. I don't want to dwell into that because the matter is already.
You know you are a lawyer. You are a lawyer. Me, I'm not a lawyer. But the issue is this. The issue is this. Before you can suspend any member, you have to first of all set up a committee to listen to that person. Because if you are saying it's just as you are now. If somebody is, if TVC is saying you are going against the policy of TVC in your handbook of staff handbook, it will be written there how the process and procedure that it has to go through.
No,
so also it is in the Constitution. You have to tell me, okay, what have I done? Okay, no, I have not done that. You are the one perceiving that. This is what I have done. Then they now look at it. Again, after doing that, you now pass it on. Before it now gets to the highest organ, which is the neck, that will now consider all the recommendations that are come from.
The is for ordinary members. When you get to a candidate like example you gave in TVC now, Mike is a senior. Chief Shabawa, if you don't know.
Chief Shabawa of TVC.
Here we are just broadcasting.
No, I know. He's a chief. So, assume you want to punish somebody who is at the lower level. The disciplinary committee that will set up will not be the same people that will
Definitely.
That is what I'm talking about. So those who are supposed to punish, those who have attained the level of a National Executive Committee, the governor of the governor in the party, president, the ambassador, special advisor, or ministers is from the National Executive Committee.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be bending the rules? Every member in the eyes of the law, every member is equal. Is that not what?
But listen, Mike, the question is this.
It's already there in the law. You're not changing it. That's what the law says, and it was not challenged. It was passed by every member.
No matter the level.
What is agreed by every member.
All right.
No matter the level. Has any committee been set up to try him? No.
Gentlemen, where we are right now, he's already on suspension. Of course, he has the right to appeal. But a court of competent jurisdiction has said, we have restrained you from parading yourself as national chairman. That already is established.
And that was
the party. Exactly. The party has decided to move ahead and have somebody in acting capacity. Those are
which is good
right
enough
now. But going forward, where we are right now, what do you think?
You see, going forward, in this country, there is a total systemic breakdown. And that has been given way to what I call authentication of political rascality. All right?
Because that's what you call it?
I call it, just because of the systemic breakdown, it has been given room for authentication of political rascality. Because when it comes to political activities, there are processes, there are procedures, there are guidelines to be taken. All right? But because the system is not working, so anything goes. We have seen situations whereby a case, something will happen in Calabar, but because you have somebody in Egboko who can assist you with justice, you just go there. Is justice to be purchased through who you are or through the substance of the case? now allowing technicalities to come over substantiality. You see, so these are issues that not until when we have a total overhaul of the system, what we are seeing is what we are going to be seeing.
I wonder who is going to overhaul this system.
It's by the time we have the right peg in the right hole, whereby where there is supposed, okay, listen to this. The guideline says, electoral law says, when the number of votes that a leading candidate is having to lead the one following it, it's not up to the number of votes cancelled or wherever. Then you declare that election inconclusive. Have we been seeing that? There are
we just saw it in Adamawa and Kebbi State.
Even in Ogun State.
But in Kaduna, we didn't see it in Kaduna.
Ogun State. You cannot see discrepancies here and there.
Let me align.
The point there is,
because of
Honorable Abdulhamid, you're here. The point, in the eyes of the law, that is why those of you who are learned people have set up all of this mechanism. Anybody, if you feel that INEC has not abided by the law or by the standard or the process, and you go to court with all of the evidence.
You allow people to go through that
no, the point there is,
do the right thing
and then you go to
I
court.
don't want to go to that route. You know, we are not discussing that one.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Otherwise, you see,
no, it's about the system.
That language, go to court at the after the presidential whatever was what led to what we see in the March 18 election when other people are not doing it. Let's do it anyhow. So that when we get there, we just say
because there's no system.
You see, what I want to agree.
But don't you trust the judicial system to unravel all of those?
No, I'm not
It's
on the.
from
I'm
there.
not on the. I'm not on
It's
the.
from there, we know.
Whatever.
He won't mention that.
All right.
Yeah, I want to talk something about it now.
Okay.
You see, the way the system is talking about, the system collapse or the way Amana will do things, make it more encourages what's it called? Rascality, just like he said. Do you see this guy? The chairman was suspended on Friday, and by Monday we're having another. How did it happen? I am aware for you to get for you to be given an interim order, that there must be an extreme emergency. What is the emergency in this case?
Friday.
Okay.
So those are the issues that
all
we're
right,
talking about.
gentlemen, I wish we had more time, but I know that what I'm going to do with my producers is to bring both of you back again for us to finish this unfinished business so that we can make people understand where do we go from here and all of that.
Inconclusive business.
Anyway, by the powers vested in me, you know,
you are declaring this one inconclusive.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Dare Kayode, thank
Thanks
you
for
very much
having
for
me.
coming.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Right.